Hey there, garden fans, and welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. In today's episode, what I have here for you is a whole bunch of clips I took today, Sunday, while just walking around the food forest. A lot of people had questions about some of the things I'm doing, bees, chickens, rabbits. Here's a bunch of unedited clips, uncut, no music, just me rambling on a Sunday. Enjoy the journey, and thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, as always. God bless. Quick little beekeeping update. I had a box here that I thought had swarmed. It was the weaker of two colonies. I hadn't had the time to break it open, and I'm really not going to. We're about to get freezing temperatures. I don't want to break any seals, but I'm seeing normal bee activity coming from both hives. Bees coming and going are making cleansing flights, and at this point there's no way for me to see if either one of them is queen right, but I will find out in the spring, just to give everybody a little beekeeping update. Still got 3 hens. They're doing a good job here in the fall cleaning up the soil. I let them run around the food forest. I'm pretty steady getting a good 2 eggs a day from these 3 hens. So that's a huge source of production here for this food forest. Let's move along. Let's see what else is going on. I wanted to talk about some of the crazy weather going on here in Zone 8, South Carolina. It's pretty late for us here. Generally, we would have had a frost by now in November, but it's been warm enough that my plum tree here, the Santa Rosa plum, has been flowering. So I've been leaving the flowers so the bees can get some pollen source, but this tree will probably not produce here during the winter. It's also been so warm that my muscadines are wanting to put on more fruit. So the season has certainly been extended here with us not having a frost, but feels like we got one coming soon. Sticking with the warm weather theme, my goji berry have been steady producing since we have not yet had a frost. So I've been harvesting goji berry this year from starting in the month of April until now. They've been a pretty productive and prolific plant, and it looks like the 3 goji berry here and this one right here will be very productive in the future. It's still really green here without getting frosty temperatures. I pruned this elderberry hedge about a month or so ago, and the amount of growth that it's put on since then is pretty amazing. See where I've cut it, pruned it back a month ago, and the new growth that it's put on is over 3 or 4 feet long already, and getting it woody itself. So keep in touch. I got some cuttings that I'm going to be offering here shortly. I've got cuttings for other contest winners. My moringa tree has been the same way. I pruned it thinking we were going to get cold, frosty temperatures, and it too has already put on another foot of growth, more. It's been so warm here, I still got tomatoes that are trying to produce and flower. So I'm letting them do their thing, but I know that we're going to get frosty temperatures here shortly. I'm going to be pruning down my peach trees here, just bringing down the canopy a bit. These are just 3-year-old peach trees, and they're huge, already over 15 feet tall. So eventually, during some point in the winter, I'm going to prune them down some. Whole food forest is looking really good. The warm temperatures are enabling me to keep things like moringa growing, and ginger, and even my sweet potato ground cover is holding up. Ginger right here. Getting lavender blossoms. So the herbs are doing good, my herb border here. Because most of the perennials I'm growing have gotten established, I'm able to let the chickens come through here during the fall and winter and really just clean up all the weeds. All three of them love staying real safe here in the blackberry thicket. And the blackberry vines themselves are established enough to where they're not going to hurt them. So this whole food forest is really starting to have some succession growing on. Eventually, the trees that I planted this year, like the jujube and the mulberries, will be about as large as these peach trees here, which are now, 15, pushing 15 feet tall. It's going to be fun to watch this whole food forest grow up. It's been so warm here, we still got oregano growing, mint, true polycultures here, mint, oregano, still kicking it, lemon balm still growing, beautyberry still producing. I mean, this is truly a functioning farm on 2,000 square feet in the suburbs. I got a rabbit keeping update coming out soon. I had 4 males that couldn't get sold, so had to basically cull them off. And the whole rabbit raising thing was part of me wanting to be self-sufficient. The natural meat production industry has really grown with people like Joe Salatin and their natural meat production methods. So that's been part of this whole permaculture experience for me, is incorporating animals into the land. I do let these rabbits free range just like I let the chickens free range. But this is really a natural food forest where animals and bees and chickens can grow and live happily. And they do, all together in functioning polycultures. And part of that is raising rabbits. And I do raise them for their meat because I'm not a vegetarian. And I respect vegans and vegetarians, but respect me for trying to raise meat a little more humanely too. I get a lot of trolls here on my rabbit raising videos, so I got a full-on update coming later. Appreciate y'all watching today. A little Sunday in the gardens. God bless. Appreciate you watching. It's just uncut clips put together. Keep in touch for more. God bless.